Hello, YouTube. Hello, everybody. I'm back. I realize I haven't posted a video about me talking about my Eagles since they lost to the Saints last season. And a reason for that is because I was a little disgusted with myself personally because of the way I acted in that video. I sounded like a total sore loser crybaby bitch. So I thought I'll punish myself and not post another video for a while, and that while stretched through the rest of the season into the playoffs, and well, here we are. It's the start of a new season tonight with the Lions at the Chiefs. I'm going to get more into that later, but 2022 was an awesome year for a Philadelphia Eagles fan. Unexpected too. Like we all knew they would be better. Jalen Hurts would be a little polished up, especially with all the new additions they had. But we had no idea they were going to go that far into the season. At least I didn't feel they were going to go that far. I'm an Eagles fan. I'm forever skeptic. We never get nice things, and they don't last very long. So, hey, it's all, you can be confident, you can be over optimistic if you like. If you have that much faith in your team, good for you. Me, I'm down to earth, I keep it real, and I don't take nothing for granted. Because more often than not, it comes back to bite me. But anyway, as I said, I thought to punish myself because, yeah, that was just, a little too much over the top on my part. So I decided to take the rest of that season off, mature a little bit, and, well, I don't know if it worked or not. I can already tell it didn't work because during the preseason loss to the Colts, I was already calling out Anthony Richardson, saying, "Oh, you disrespectful, ignorant son of a bitch. How dare you do the Eagles flap in their home stadium? Who the hell do you think you are? You're a nobody, you." And then I realized, yeah, fuck maturity. It's overrated. I'm an Eagles fan. I'll bitch whether they win or lose. So what the hell? You know what? I'm still going to try doing this YouTube thing and post my own 2 cents about what I think about my team, win or lose. I'll try to be more of a sportsman, But what can you say? If you feel like your team got fucked over, what are you going to do? But I'll try to be, less crass about it. We'll see how it goes. As the old saying goes, if you don't do something right, try again. Or if you're like me, you're too stubborn and dumb to know when to quit. So, we'll give this another shot and see if I can't try and get through the whole season. Posting a quick video of what I think about the team, where they're at, and, how they're doing. Post games, win or lose. If they lose, they'll probably be a lot shorter. We'll see. Who knows? Again, this is a low budget video. Well, frankly, I have no budget. So I have no crew, I have no editor, I got no special effects team, nothing. This is just me in front of my phone, quickly giving my 2 cents on everything. So, tonight, it's the Kansas City Chiefs, the defending Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs. And yes, I have no animosity toward Kansas City. Why should I? They're not the ones that fucked us over. It was the refs. I mean, come on. Was that call on Bradbury really necessary? Like, the Chiefs were already going to go down and score anyway, so you really think that was necessary, NFL? Of course, if you all want to say I should have some animosity, it's how the hell did Patrick Mahomes play so efficiently in the second half when he was barely limping off the field at halftime? Quite curious to know how he made such a miraculous recovery. Did he get pumped full of steroids? Did the NFL play their hand and pay the Eagles a shit ton of money to throw the game? Who knows? I'm not going to dive into all those conspiracy theories because what's my hard evidence? Speculation. Most of the time, that's all any sports fan gossips. It's speculation. That's ESPN in a nutshell. But anyway, we'll talk about the Eagles later. As you can see, I'm all set for the season. Got me Jalen Hurts retro Kelly Green. Let me just stand this back a little. Better yet, let me just stand up. Let me do some adjusting here. Hold on. Da 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 da. That is fixing my tripod so I can stand up. Now moving this over here. And let's see, probably into the light's not a good idea. Alright, let me just bring it over here. Okay, that ought to work. Alright. Oh, no, that's not going to work at all. Hold on. Fix my tripod here a little better. There's Swoop over there on the bed. Say hi, Swoop. He can't talk. He's a stuffed bird. He's an action figure. He's an action figure. He's not a stuffed doll. Don't judge me. Okay. That should work. Alright, there we go. There we go. So, as you can see, I'm ready for the season. I bought me a Jalen Hurts Kelly Green retro jersey. This is taking me back to my childhood, man. Randall Cunningham days. Woo! Oh, man. Can't wait. Cannot wait. Kelly Green. If you can't tell, green's my favorite freaking color. That's how I ended up becoming an Eagles fan. I mean, I was 6 years old. Come on. So, enough about that. Give me a sec here. Adjusting. This is why I need to learn how to do editing, so you all don't have to put up with this bullshit. There we go. Alright, so tonight, it's the Kansas City Chiefs hosting the Detroit Lions to kick off the 2023 season. And when the schedule came out and I saw who the matchup was, I said, really? Lions? Oh, like, at first glance, that sounds like a preseason matchup. Like, come on. I'm sure everybody was screaming Super Bowl rematch. Eagles, Chiefs to kick off the season. Why wouldn't you want it that way? That just made more sense. We had all off-season to build up hype. Like, come on. And instead, we get Lions, Chiefs. Now, not to disregard the Lions. There's a lot of hype surrounding them. They got C.J. Gardner-Johnson from the Birds, so defense might be a little better. The Lions are definitely a feel-good story toward the end of last season. Nearly made the playoffs. And, hey, who doesn't like the Lions? They're a good underdog story. But that's a rough matchup. The Kansas City Chiefs, the defending world champs, in their home stadium. Now, they will be without Travis Kelce. And already the NFL lucks out because, I'm sure everybody's calling them out saying, it should have been the Eagles. You should have had the Super Bowl rematch. And now Kelce would have missed that. So now we have until like midway through the year until they meet up. So I'll give the NFL this. It wasn't a bad idea marketing-wise. They probably discussed it and probably knew that the fans wanted the rematch right off the bat, but thought, no, we'll hold off on that. Let's wait a few weeks down the road. Let's let it really build up. See how these two are doing by then. So, I understand and I get it, but I really wanted Eagles-Chiefs for week 1. Not Chiefs hosting the Lions. And what was one of the reasonings? I believe I read because Jared Goff's with the Lions, and everybody remembers the showdown between Mahomes and Goff when Goff was with the Rams back in 2018, and both teams combined for like 100-plus points. So you really think Goff's going to reciprocate that with the Lions offense? He could, but, Detroit's not Los Angeles. So it's really not about all flash and bang in Detroit. Unless you're talking about the cars. So, how do I feel about it? It should be interesting. It's definitely not a boring matchup. You know I said it's like a preseason matchup. I mean, come on. Wouldn't you think so? Lions, Chiefs, any other time. I mean, Detroit's history is against it. Hence why I picked Kansas City. Even if they don't have Kelsey. And even if the Chiefs don't have a lot of big-name wide receivers, because of right now, I can't name anybody. I'm sure if I paid attention to the roster better, I can name someone. But here's all Kansas City needs. They have Mahomes. That's all they need. The guy is the Chiefs, all right? His charisma will be more than enough to, give his team the positive energy they need. So as long as they have Patrick Mahomes, they're good. Who's the Lions' go-to guy? Who's the Lions' voice? It sure as heck ain't Goff. I highly doubt it's CJ, so I have no idea. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver? I don't know. The head coach. Arguably the head coach, whose name escapes me. I need to stop doing these videos on a whim and really kind of write material down. Wow, I really forget the name of the head coach of the Lions right now. That's pretty sad. But I know enough to know that he is the voice. He's the hurrah guy. He's the one that the team will get behind to spur them on to hopefully bigger, better things. But I'm not holding my breath. Because again, it's Detroit. Your history speaks for you. And I think probably the most diehard, passionate Lions fan will tell you, why is everybody getting so hyped for us? Like, listen, at very best, we're probably a B team. That's about it. Do they have a shot at taking the division? Oh, heck yeah. Aaron Rodgers is gone. We have no idea what we're going to get out of Jordan Love. Justin Fields sort of looked good, but he's got a lot of tweaking to do. And we know Kirk Cousins ain't going to get the job done for Minnesota. And the Vikings just let Dalvin Cook walk. You let a 4-time Pro Bowl running back walk. That's you, Minnesota. That's you. I think your window has shut, Vikings. I really think it has. Time to move on from Kirk Cousins. Time to rebuild again. You have the best wide receiver in the league, who I picked in my fantasy draft. My number 1 overall pick, Justin Jefferson. So we'll see how that works out. So, with all that being said, I think we know who I'm picking tonight. The Detroit Lions in an upset. Yeah, right. Kansas City. I'll be fair and say 31-20. That sounds reasonable. 31-20. Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes, we'll say arguably 2 touchdown passes, 3 at best, but he has a rushing score. We'll say there's another rushing score, and we'll say the Kansas City defense does something. By the way, Kansas City D, you owe Jalen Hurts one of your rings for spotting you a free fumble. Come on. Like, you take away that freebie, and the Eagles still win the damn Super Bowl. Ugh. But it was a good game. I mean, barring a lot of BS. Is it like top 10 Super Bowl of all time? Oh, no. No, it's not. It may crack top 15. Definitely top 20. But it's not a top 10 Super Bowl. Just too much garbage. And by garbage, I mean, the Hurts free fumble, the Bradbury bad call, and, oh, yeah, and the field. Yeah, that was the biggest thing of all. My God. We can call that the slip and slide bowl. Like, what the hell? It's the Super Bowl. How do you not have that field in prime condition? For crying out loud, Arizona, that wasn't your first time hosting the big game. What went wrong? A different field crew? And you want to know what I love? The NFL blamed the Eagles. Well, like, what? The NFL blamed the Eagles for wearing poor footwear. Hello? The Chiefs were slipping and sliding too. It's the Eagles' fault that Kansas City couldn't find their feet? Both teams changed their cleats at halftime. Are you insane? My God. That's as bad as when we had the Blackout Bowl between the Ravens and the Niners back in 2013. Oh, but I guess it was Baltimore's fault. They were scoring too much that it blew out the power. The scoreboard couldn't keep up with all the different points and yardage tracking, and it just blew a fuse that shorted out half the stadium. Are you for real? Suck it up. Just say you guys just suck it up. You guys weren't prepared, okay? You hired a different crew to man the field, and they did a lousy job, and it showed in the Super Bowl. Ain't nothing worse than when an employer can't come out and admit their own mistakes. No, it's everyone else's fault. Ay, ay, ay. Well, the only thing left to touch on now is the Eagles. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles! Kicking off the season in New England. Never would have been my first choice. Like I said, Kansas City, rematch. That should have been the way to start the season. No. Instead, we go to New England, Foxborough, mind you. And of all things, it's quote-unquote Tom Brady night. Wow, like that wasn't on purpose. Tom Brady gonna be there, probably have his jersey retired, the number 12, and it'll inspire the Patriots to upset the Eagles. Could it happen? Oh yeah, it probably could. I'm half expecting it. I'm already expecting it. Be like, yeah, I can see how this is gonna go. It's like, the Eagles weren't that well in defending their Super Bowl title. I remember 2005, the year following the NFC champ. I remember 2005. The other year that they lost the Super Bowl and just fell flat out. Let's just say that the year following the Eagles going to the Super Bowl has never been good. You look at 1981, they only won 10 games, got upset by the Giants in the wild card round. 2005, they went from 13-3 to a Super Bowl berth to 6-10 the following year, and everybody just fell apart. Oh God, was 2005 a rough year. Ugh. And 2018, yeah, was definitely not 2017. Oof. Nick Foles had to come in and save the season again. Got them back to the playoffs. Knocked off the Bears with the double doink. And nearly knocked off the number 1 seeded Saints. So let's see what happens in 2023. I mean, I actually have high hopes for once. If Hurts can improve, doesn't get hurt, if nobody else gets hurt, and they continue to step up their game and stay hungry dogs run faster, I have a lot of feel-good expectations. It's definitely a rougher schedule, that's for damn sure. But I think at best the Eagles could win 12 games. I think 12 games at best. Don't sleep on Dallas. Don't sleep on the Giants or Washington. You're definitely better than them, but you gotta play your A game. And you gotta play your A game against New England. Don't sleep on them. Alright? They're okay everywhere else in the field, but the quarterback is the biggest question. If the pass rush can get to the quarterback, New England's fucked. If Hurts plays his game, if the Eagles play their game, the Patriots are fucked. The only way New England's going to win is if they can contain Hurts and get under the Eagles' heads. Like, if the Eagles are overthinking stuff, if they're still high on the horse from last year, the Patriots can definitely sucker punch them off. But I'll say this. If New England does upset the Birds, then they're fucked the rest of the season. Because they're going to have a huge ego from it, and they're going to shit the bed the rest of the year. New England is not built to go anywhere. Could they sneak into the playoffs? Maybe. But after we saw how they shot themselves in the foot last season, yeah, I think Bill Belichick's days are numbered. It's time to put that old horse out to pasture. But down the road, looking far ahead, I will say this. If the football gods are listening, I will take an opening week loss in New England in exchange that they beat the 49ers. I don't care about beating Kansas City in a rematch. I can handle losing to the Chiefs again. I don't, love Andy Reid, so I got no problem there. I got nothing against Mahomes. However, it's the 49ers I have a beef with. And particularly Deebo Samuel, George Kittle, and I'm not sure if Bosa cried foul or not. But it kind of irks me that so many of the 49ers players called out the Eagles, cried foul, said that they were fucked over, said that the Eagles played dirty. The NFL did them dirty. Really? Are you fucking for real? It's our fault that Birdie got hurt. I don't care what anyone says. Hassan Reddick's tackle, Hassan Reddick made a fair move. He was going for the ball. He was trying to block the ball, and unfortunately, it's, Birdie is a victim of circumstance. Yes, it sucks that it happened at that particular time. It could have swung either way. Sure, the Eagles fans might have cried foul, but everyone expects it from us. You're supposed to be the 49ers. You're supposed to be bigger than that. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, Deebo Samuel was the worst. Like, coming out and saying that if Birdie had played healthy the entire game, the Niners would have won. Oh, fuck off. It would have been a better game, but don't act like the Eagles still couldn't have beat you. So, say if Birdie had played healthy, and the Eagles still won, what would you have cried foul about then? The officials, anything. I mean, I just cannot believe how petty the 49ers were. Like, that's an organization I've never had any beef with, and why should I? Their biggest rival from the East has always been Dallas, but hey, if they want to make it a rivalry, fine. We didn't start nothing. You're just a sore fucking loser. So that's how you're gonna be. Game on, bitches. So come that day, I hope the Eagles kick your ass again. And if they do, I'd like to know what you're going to bitch about then. And if you do win the game, I wonder, will you be satisfied or will you still be so petty? Ooh. I think I need to wrap this up. Ugh. There's a reason why they carry water with them when they do the show. Their shows. You know who I mean. Oh. Yeah, I think I better wrap this up. We'll save that rant for when we get closer to the Niners. So yeah, I picked Chiefs to win tonight. We'll definitely picking my Eagles to win at Foxborough. We'll see what happens though. Another fun year of NFL football in store for everybody. I thought about maybe doing some other picks, but yeah, maybe we'll save that for later. See how everyone thinks of this first video. If anybody watches this, I thank you. If you have any pointers for me, shoot them. Give me some good constructive criticism, how I can do better on this stuff. So that maybe someday I can quit my day job, hopefully. Oi. I want to say shout out to @Brandon Perna at That's Good Sports. I love watching that guy. He's hilarious. I hope your Broncos are a little better this year, dude. I don't know what the hell that was last year. Shout out to that Scooter Magruder. Even though you're a Cowboys fan, you're still hilarious, though. I like your material. You're very good. At Tom Grossi, Tom, if you decide to do another one of those like sitcom videos like you did with the NFC and the AFC South teams, I would love to see you do one for the NFC East. Come on. There's a lot of material there. Cowboys, Giants, Eagles. I refuse to call Washington by their nickname. Now, that's another thing to touch on later. They're opening the change the name debate again. So that'll be fun to look into more. Oh, yeah. Dan Snyder's gone. That's probably the most humane thing he could have ever done was sell that team, even though it wasn't really his choice. But still, he's gone. Washington, you're free. So hopefully you'll become a respectable organization that I'll love to hate again. I mean, I still hate you, but, you know, it could be a love-hate thing again. Okay, this video's gone way longer than I originally planned on, so I'm going to shut up now. Welcome back, Pro Football. Hello again, everybody. I am the Bry Guy. If you watch this video, thanks. And yeah, this is about 30 minutes of your life you're not getting back. Just kidding. Hit the thumbs up. That'd be cool. Subscribe. That'd be even cooler. And again, you know, if you got any pointers for me, I'm all ears. If any editors or special effects crew want to give me any tips or whatnot, or want to sign up with me, don't. I've got no money to pay you right now. This is just raw stuff. So let's go, Birds. Football's back, baby. And yeah, just for Andy Reid. How about them Chiefs? I really need to learn how to close shows out better. Let's see. Was there anybody else I wanted to say shout out to? Oh yeah, at Urinating Tree. How could I forget about him? He's the funniest of them all. Yes, he is. If the other guys don't agree. All right. Peace out, everybody. Enjoy the game tonight. And yeah.